Hi everybody, hello and welcome to Mr Vikkis cooking channel. I had difficulty getting it out then. Anyway, it's been a long day at work. Anyway, today I'm going to make pork sisig and I'll go through the ingredients in a minute. This is a nice spicy Filipino dish and I first got this recipe in 2016. It's really easy to do and I highly recommend it. So stay tuned and we'll go through it in a minute and we'll start cooking. Right, ingredients for pork sisig. I have a recipe sheet which I'll be putting on the bottom of this when we finish going through all the cooking. And basically we'll start at the top and we have some lean pork mince. And into that I've put in some Cajun magic, and that's on the recipe. You've got to sort of mix that up so it all gets yummy and it develops the protein in the meat if you mix it up. There's no salt or pepper in this dish because everything's in the Cajun spice. So, and we've got some soy sauce and fish sauce as well in there. Fish sauce, some dark soy sauce, touch of vinegar, spirit vinegar, it's nice. I've also done a little trick with the garlic. You can see this garlic here, that's the garlic and ginger paste. But we have here some, what's left over, the husk of the garlic and the ginger. Just basically ran it through a fine grater and didn't need to peel it at all. Just really easy, just get the ginger, get the garlic, grate it up and you're left with all the stuff, all the skins and everything afterwards. We've got some dried shrimps on there, we've got some chilies. You can add more chilies you like. I've got 5 or 6 bird's eye chilies there. Some chopped coriander to go right at the end. We've got some onion, some tomato puree, olive oil for frying. There's quite a lot, 75 mils, but that's you can take it out at the end if you don't like it. You can drain it off. And to finish the dish, we've got some onion, spring onion scallions. And lastly, a little bit of water in there, about 100 mils. And that's everything for the ingredients. Very simple, and we'll put all that together in a minute. We're going to start cooking this dish. First of all, we put some olive oil in the pan. It seems quite a lot, 175 mils, but it's not so much. Like I said before, you can take that out at the end if you want to. Right, in goes the onions first. Onions, ginger and garlic all in one go. We'll save those chilies for later. Now we get that on a good old heat, give it a bit of a stir about. Yeah. Right, stirring that about. Just soften it up a bit. Right, now, once that's on the go, we're going to add the pork mince with the Cajun spice. Look at that, it's yummy. You can see it all fleck through with Cajun magic in there. But any old Cajun spice will do. But Mr Vikkis is better if you can get it. So what we're going to do is start breaking this up with this. I've got a nice ceramic pan here, so I'm using a bamboo sort of spatula thing so I don't scratch it. Very good. Right. We start to break that up, get it in there. See, it's starting to fry. We start to sort of break it up, so it's going to be nice little pieces in there, sort of like 1/2 centimetre by 1/2 centimetre. It's starting to brown as well. That's where all your flavour comes from with the pork. When you make a spag bol or a stew, it's always important to brown the meat. Keep turning it, brown it, and all the flavour comes out. You don't want this to be too fine. You want like nice little pieces, almost like tiny meatballs. Sort of like 1/2 centimetre by 1/2 centimetre. These lovely little morsels of pork. That's what makes the dish nice. You don't want it really fine, you don't want it chunky. Right, it's starting to brown up nicely now, see? That's how it should look at this stage. Keep turning it, keep cooking it. It's not at all greasy, that, you see. That 75 mils of olive oil has gone beautifully into that. Right, we're nearly there. So next job, we're going to add a tablespoon of tomato puree. Now I know what a tablespoon is, so that's perfect. A good heaped tablespoon of tomato puree. In goes the shrimp paste. Soy sauce. Put about 4 tablespoons of soy sauce in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good old slug of fish sauce. Another taste of Southeast Asia. It's about a tablespoon, not too much of that. Quite overpowering if you put too much of that in. No salt in this dish. Salt is not needed. And lastly, well not lastly, nearly lastly, we've got some chilli to go in there. And about a tablespoon of vinegar. So that's all starting to reduce down. It's going to be quite a dry dish this, so it smells absolutely divine. I'm going to finish it with a bit of chopped parsley, or you can add a bit of basil to it, or chopped coriander if you haven't got the parsley. I just add the water to it, because as this is cooking it will start to reduce, so we don't want it to catch. By the time that water is reduced out, that's when your dish will be ready. Sisig. This is it with some chili oil on it and a deep fried egg. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to really enjoy this tonight.